Welcome back to her green space, where we nurture our love for plants, slowly and mindfully. Today's episode is close to my heart, because I'm sharing the journey of saving my Monstera Deliciosa from root rot, and how it's thriving again naturally. We'll talk about care tips, the right soil mix, how to propagate your Monstera, and how to shift it from water to soil. Let's get growing. Monstera Deliciosa, also called the Swiss cheese plant, is a tropical climber with dramatic fenestrated leaves. In the wild, it climbs trees and rainforests, reaching for the light while its roots search for moisture and nutrients below. To care for it at home, we need to recreate that balance. Monstera love bright, indirect sunlight. Keep it near an east or north-facing window. If your leaves aren't splitting, it may need more light. Always avoid direct afternoon sun, as it can burn the leaves. And overwatering is a Monstera's biggest enemy. Water only when the top 2 to 3 inches of soil are dry. Before every watering, check the moisture level by sticking your finger in the soil or using a moisture meter. Always let excess water drain out completely. As per the humidity is concerned, Monstera likes humidity above 50%. Mist their leaves occasionally or use a pebble tray, but don't overdo misting. I have noticed that Monstera don't like to be wet all the time. Keep it in temperatures between 18 to 28 degrees Celsius, which is 65 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and avoid cold drafts or sudden temperature drops. Feed it once a month during spring and summer. I always use a gentle organic fertilizer or diluted liquid feed. Don't feed during winter season because the growth slows in colder months. Always use a well-draining pot with holes at the bottom. In video ahead, I will be showing the soil mix that I prepared for my Monstera, so keep watching. And last, avoid decorative pots without drainage holes. This may kill the plant. One day I noticed yellowing leaf, and then again after a few days, and then again. And then a strange, unpleasant smell was there. When I removed my Monstera from its pot, I found mushy brown roots. Classic root rot. But don't panic. This can be reversed naturally. Gently unpot the plant. Be careful not to tug. Loosen the soil around the roots with your fingers. Wash away all the soil to clearly see the healthy versus rotting roots. Healthy roots are white or cream and firm. Rotten roots are mushy, brown, and well, they have a bad smell. Use sterilized scissors or pruners to cut just above the rot into healthy tissue. Be gentle. You don't want to stress the plant further. No hydrogen peroxide? No problem, I didn't use any chemicals. Instead, I let the roots air dry for 20 to 30 minutes. This helps prevent further fungal growth. Then, I placed it in leca, or lightweight expanded clay aggregate. It allows air to circulate around the roots and reduces the risk of overwatering. I really liked leca for propagations and saving a dying plant. I kept the water just touching the bottom layer of leca and changed it weekly. Within weeks, new roots began to grow. While I was rescuing the mother plant, I took a few healthy cuttings to propagate. Here's how you can do it too. First step for propagation is to cut below a node. A node is the small bump where roots and leaves grow. Your cutting should have at least one node and one leaf. Second, remove any leaves near the node. Leaves submerged in water will rot. Next step is to place it in a clean water. Use a glass jar and keep the node submerged. Change the water every 5 to 7 days. Place in bright, indirect light. Next, wait for root growth. Roots will begin to appear in 2 to 4 weeks. Let them grow to at least 2 to 3 inches before planting in soil. Once your cuttings have strong roots, it's time to give them a permanent home in soil, but it's important to ease them into it. Simple soil mixes for Monstera. Choose what you have. Mix option 1, easy home ingredients. 1 part cocoa peat or peat moss, 1 part perlite or crushed charcoal, 1 part compost or vermicompost. Mix option 2, chunky aeroid mix. 1 part orchid bark, 1 part perlite, 1 part cocoa coir or potting soil, and vermicompost for nutrients. Mix option 3, budget version. 2 parts regular garden soil, 1 part sand and 1 part rice husk or dried leaf mulch. Use a small pot with good drainage. Moisten the soil slightly before planting. Gently plant the rooted cutting, burying only the roots. Keep in a warm, humid spot for the first week. Water sparingly. The roots are adjusting. Mist daily or cover loosely with a plastic bag to maintain humidity. Here are a few little things that make a big difference. Wipe the leaves gently with a damp cloth to remove dust. Rotate your plant every few weeks so it grows evenly. Support it with a moss pole or stake if it starts leaning. Listen to your plant. Drooping leaves often mean over or underwatering. Your Monstera is more resilient than you think. With just observation, patience, and simple care, you can bring it back to life, naturally. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep growing, keep glowing, and may your green space always bring you peace.